the lead official tonight. He's the crew chief. A 7-footer taking but missing a three. Giannis drive, kick. Lopez gets free, steps to his left, and hits.
Why not? Why not start off with a sidestep three-pointer after a shot fake? Dedmon has to respect that ability. He knows what's going on. He knows about Splash Mountain.
Little floater through the middle. Kevin Huerter, rookie from Maryland.
Yeah, I like this rookie. I like Huerter.
Bledsoe drives on Young. That's what they were trying to get the first time.
You couldn't get it off the
transition
set play. You get it in transition. Bledsoe just overpowers Trae Young inside.
That's where that strength will come into play for Bledsoe. In the last game, a loss Wednesday at Washington, 114-98.
Well, I did Dedmon's games at USC as a freshman, and for him to be shooting 36% in the NBA, the dream come true for him. An even better defensive shot rejection by Giannis.
Middleton leaves it for Brook.
Three other brothers who are outstanding basketball players on different levels. Three played in the NBA.
No.
Nice.
Restricted area defense by Atlanta that time. Brogdon has 4.
Well, as well as the Hawks have played these last 8 games at the offensive end, they still only rank 22nd in terms of defensive rating. So they still give up a lot of easy buckets.
Flipped up and in by Trae Young. Conversely, the Bucks, 3rd in defensive rating, 2nd in offensive rating, the only team in the top 5 in those categories. And Milwaukee has the top net rating in the league at +9. And that's
the Moncrief, but this whole Luka Doncic, Trae Young situation.
Redick Callum.
Talk about the 3 levels of scoring.
Did you see from distance? Chris Middleton hits the.
But these kinds of teams, the Hawks down at the bottom of the standings, actually need a little bit extra help at times.
Eric Bledsoe picked up a foul a moment ago. Alex Len is now on the court for Atlanta. Bledsoe the rebound. Fans can turn a trap into a trip.
Yes, they can. So
a great trip.
Yeah, it could be a trap game. That ball screen, he never gives up. He's coming from the rear, and as a shooter, you are aware of that, and it really bothers you.
Giannis.
Some of that little Kobe hesitation, hitch in that shot. Not hitch in terms of a bad thing, but just in body movement.
The run for Milwaukee, 17-4. 22-9. Doing what they are supposed to do against.
From the three-point line straight on.
He just sees a bigger quadrant. Flush, Giannis.
Giannis, you want him to get a solid run, but you can keep him between 20, 25, maybe 28 minutes.
26 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess in May and maybe beyond.
I think they've done a great job. You think about last year, you had Giannis and Chris top 5 and 6 in minutes played, and also Miles.
Bledsoe drives and
It was nothing new, but after he underwent surgery to get it fixed, his nose was so straight that his iPhone's facial recognition didn't even recognize him. So he was time being. Giannis said he looks like an elf from Lord of the Rings, while George Hill told me Ersan could be modeling for Dolce & Gabbana now that he's got that new striking nose. So never a dull moment here with these Bucks. Jim Marcus?
Been a big fan of his. There you go. Nice job.
Having multiple All-Stars from the same team.
Well, Coach talked about it, Katie. It's all about winning. It's playing. I think, and myself at City, 2 guys that have played extremely hard at both ends of the floor, and we're seeing a lot of that with this team. The problem, Jim, with this team is, if it's Giannis and Chris as the first 2, who would be the third? Between Brook, Malcolm, Bledsoe, all those guys are deserving in their own right of some consideration for that 3rd spot.
Absolutely. And the Bucks are the best defensive rebound percentage team in the NBA at 80.7. That's a lot of defensive rebounds on,
it is,
on that end of the floor.